I started this channel 4 years ago by uploading what turned out to be 61 videos on Kant's Critique of Pure Reason. Videos that I made because I didn't have any in-person classes. This was COVID time. I couldn't actually talk to my students in person, I could only talk them online, and in order to make the most of that, I wanted them to watch some videos beforehand so that we could have a bit of discussion and back and forth when we were all sitting behind our webcams. So that's how the channel started, and yesterday it reached 10,000 subscribers. That's a number that I wasn't expecting to reach with videos that didn't seem to be made for mass appeal. But I'm very happy that there is so much interest in serious, detailed, technical, sometimes very theoretical philosophy, and I'm grateful for the fact that there are so many people who are watching this channel, enjoying the videos, maybe subscribing, maybe not subscribing, that doesn't really matter. The point is that I'm trying to teach you something, I'm trying to give you some philosophy to sink your teeth into, and a lot of you are interested in doing that, and that motivates me to continue to make videos. So, over the years I've started making videos of several types, and roughly at the moment I'm making 3 types of videos. And I think all of them are useful for me. I can fit them into my own work, my own interests, the kind of thing that I'm working at any specific moment. I can use the videos to think about it further, to explain it to myself and others. And those 3 types of videos are, first of all, series about books. So we have the series about Kant, of course, but there's also a series about Rorty's Contingency, Irony and Solidarity. There's a series about David Lewis's book on the plurality of worlds. And I'm currently, I have been for a long time, in the middle of Wittgenstein's Tractatus. That's something I definitely want to finish, and I want to do more books in the future. Second type of video I've been making is a video where I discuss specific articles. Sometimes these are very famous articles from 20th or 21st century philosophy. Sometimes they're very obscure articles, but articles that I myself like. I think they're interesting. I think it's useful for people to know more about them. And that's also something that I'm definitely going to continue to do. The third thing that I've been making more of lately are videos that are about a specific topic. And so sometimes I make those in the context of a course, such as with the epistemology course that I've been putting on YouTube last year. But also there's this recent new series that I started called Philosophical Ideas, which is a great platform for me when I'm thinking about something, when I think, oh, that's interesting, I want to talk to people about that, I want to explain this to people. I can just pick any philosophical idea, make a relatively short video about it, put it online, and a lot of people seem to like that. So I really want to continue to do that as well. Books, articles, but also topics that are not maybe tied as much to any specific text. So that's stuff that I've been doing and stuff I want to continue to do. There's also some stuff I've been contemplating about doing that I haven't really done yet. So one thing I've been contemplating is, maybe I should do a series on my own work. On the one hand, it feels a little bit arrogant to talk about my own articles, for instance. On the other hand, why not? Right? Maybe you are interested in that. Maybe you want to know not just how I would explain Leibniz or Kant or some 21st century like contemporary thinker, but maybe you're also interested in what I've been doing myself and what my own philosophical views are. If you want to let me know whether that would be interesting to you or not, feel free to use the comments section. Another thing I've been thinking about is, and it's along the same lines, but it wouldn't be tied to things that I've actually written, to publications that I've actually been making. As I've been contemplating making a series of videos that is a little bit more about how I think about things, right? Where I try to give you my answer maybe to a specific question, to a specific topic, or even where I sort of struggle with my own confusions, where I maybe even try to say something like about how I think you should be doing philosophy, or you should be taking up certain ideas in philosophy. So let's give you a couple of examples of that. So one of the recent videos I did was I had read this book by Raimond Gaita, And I did a video on his ideas about truth and rationality, which I thought, I mean, those were very interesting chapters, and I wanted to explain that and I wanted to talk about that. At the same time, when I was reading this book, I was very confused and really struggling myself with what he said about things like nationalism and like being a member of a particular country, for instance. And I didn't really want to explain his thoughts. It was more something that I was struggling with myself and wondering how to think about this and wondering how to understand that other people could have particular views about that. And I thought, well, I could make a video about that. I'm not saying I'm going to make a video about that, but that was something where I thought I could make a video about that. But in a sense, it would be more about me than about Gaita. I don't really know whether that's a great fit for the channel. Or to give you another example, I'm seeing recommended to me a lot of videos on YouTube where people tell you, well, they don't just tell you what the Stoic philosophers were thinking, they tell you that you should really become a Stoic philosopher yourself. Right? That's the way to live your life. You know, I like the Stoics. I like reading Epictetus as much as the next person likes reading Epictetus. It's a good read, but I don't think you should become a Stoic. I think it would be a terrible mistake to try to become a Stoic. I could make a video on that, for instance, but again, it would be more about me, about what I think, and maybe even the way that I approach life or certain issues in life, that it would be an explanation of some famous philosopher or some famous philosophical idea. So again, on the one hand, I'm tempted to do it. It's another way to sort of make the channel relevant to me, right? Because it allows me to think through my own thoughts. It's another way to relate to you. I mean, that seems good, but maybe it doesn't fit so well with the fact that I've mostly been teaching, okay, philosophical ideas, philosophical thinkers, philosophical texts. So one way to mitigate that is to sort of clearly distinguish it, use a different kind of thumbnail, for instance. But again, I mean, let me know, do you think that that kind of stuff would be interesting, where I'm a little bit more being me and a little bit less being the teacher telling you sort of the standard views of this or that or whatever, or whether you think that there's already too much of that stuff on YouTube and you don't want it. I do not promise to actually listen to those comments, but I'll take a look at them. And I'll take it up as I think things through and as I contemplate what I could do in the future of this channel. And maybe you have other ideas, and feel free, again, to sort of suggest them. I don't have like huge amounts of time to make this content, to fill this YouTube channel. I actually hate the word content. I don't have a huge amount of time to make these videos. I need to do it sort of in between my normal work and my family life and so on, but I like doing it, and if you have some nice ideas, maybe it will inspire me. So that's what I wanted to say. I've loved these 4 years of doing this channel. I hope to do it many more years and keep increasing the amount of quality philosophical content that is out there. And I hope to see you around as I do that.